Hi y'all, my name is Melody and thanks for stopping by. And if you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. And if you're returning, thank you more for actually coming back and seeing me. And if you like this, you like me, you like my sunny disposition or whatever, then please click the subscribe button and like this video and share with a friend. We're here to learn, we're here to grow, we're here to read books, we're here to just expand our horizons, and that's what this and many other videos of mine concern, because I read a lot at the moment. I say at the moment because I have university in a few weeks and I will be reading a lot of history, and I will probably be sharing that with you. Anywho, today's book is a non-fiction book, and I'm gonna say that, to be honest, I am quite biased with this author as I have read all her books and I pretty much love them all, and that's just the standpoint here. The book is called Grown Ups. It's by Marian, and I'm just going to read the synopsis for you. They're a glamorous family, the Caseys. Johnny Casey has his two brothers, Ed and Liam. They're beautiful, talented wives, and all the kids spend lots of time together. Birthday parties, anniversary celebrations, weekends away, and they're a happy family. Johnny's wife, Jessie, who has the most money, insists on it. Under the surface, though, conditions are murkier. While some people clash, other people like each other far too much. Everything stays under control until Ed's wife, Cara, gets concussion and can't keep her thoughts to herself. One careless remark at Johnny's birthday party, with the entire family present starts Cara spilling out all their secrets. In the subsequent unraveling, every one of the adults find themselves wondering if it's time to finally grow up. This has a 4.5 on Goodreads, or about 4.5, which is a really good high standing on Goodreads. So what I'm going to do again is, as in all my videos, I will read you my synopsis that I wrote for the book, and I think this one is extra long, so I'll probably just read this to you and we'll just come to what I rated it at the end. And like I say, I will be slightly biased on this one. Please do excuse my biasness because this is one of my favorite authors. Okay, the Casey family spends a lot of time together on family trips and celebration. Johnny Casey is married to Jessie, Ed is married to Cara, and Liam is married to Nell. Johnny is Jessie's second husband, her first being his best friend Rory, who passed away. She has 2 children from her first marriage and 3 from her second. Her eldest son is Ferdia, but he doesn't get along with Johnny and is what some would call a social justice warrior. And Jessie owns a highly successful international grocery store chain where her husband also works. Jessie is the main organizer while also funding them. Ed and Cara met at a party while trying to help a woman who passed out in the bathroom by Ed climbing up a ladder while Cara held it and telling him he was safe. They have 2 boys and work in lower paid jobs than Johnny and Jessie, with Cara working at a high-profile hotel in reception, tending to the wealthy patrons. Liam and Nell. Liam's in his 40s and used to be a runner. He was married before, but his ex-wife left him and eventually immigrated to Atlanta, Georgia, big up the Georgia, with his 2 girls. He has a low-paying job, and his ex-wife pays for his home in Ireland for him as part of the divorce settlement. His wife, Nell, is in her early 30s and is a set designer, which is not well paid, if paid at all. She has a different sort of style than the other women, preferring to shop thrift stores instead of buying new, and wearing her hair a light pink. So she's a bit of a free-flowing, naturey type person. She's quite a fun person, shall we say. Whereas the book is set around the Casey family, it's not about the men so much as the women, as with other of Marian Keene's novels, which highlights the strong yet flawed women who are working through their problems. Jessie longs for the family she never had and overspends often on the family trips that she gives to her in-laws. In reality, her and her husband are in debt that is starting to affect her business. Not only this, but there are underlying issues and tensions with her in-laws from a previous marriage. She has no contact with them, even when taking her eldest children to their grandparents' home. So her husband that passed away, his parents and sister and them, they don't talk to her anymore. Kara, on the other hand, exudes confidence and capability while hiding a devastating secret. The secret could ruin her marriage. Whereas I don't really want to reveal the secret that she has just now, but I can say that this is the character that I would relate to the most, as I have a similar issue that my husband is well aware of, and it is a recognized illness. Nell has ambitions in the theater world. However, her husband is not so enthusiastic about her work and seems to dismiss her at every turn. She is also super embarrassed that Jesse pays for the holidays. She married Liam very quick before learning much about him. Here's a caveat though. When I say they were married very quick, I will have a caveat that my parents actually married 1 month after they met. And we're together for almost 39 years when my dad passed away. So marrying somebody quick is not the end all of a relationship. It can lead to like happiness and things like that. However, in this book, that may or may not be the case. In her and her husband's story, Liam, Jesse's son Ferdia actually plays a significant role in this part of the story as well. The book starts with a prologue where at the family party, Kara, who has hit her head, spills the family's secrets and truths. However, we don't know the whole story yet, as this is told within flashbacks. So with flashbacks 6 months before, and the story starts with the Casey family on a weekend getaway. It's from this point in which the backgrounds of the characters are fleshed out, with further flashbacks, even further within the flashbacks that you're going through to get to that point that the prologue started at. You get like all the identities, what's happened, how they met, things like that. So you get all that pulled in during the process of the book. We also find out more about how each couple met. I probably said that. And what their lives are like beyond the get-togethers culminate in the party. So we learned about not just each person, but we also learned about what happens at home and what they're going through as well. The main theme that this book attacks is addiction in its various forms. While most people think of addiction being drug or alcohol related, there are much more wider forms of addiction which may be easily disguised by the person involved. Not only this, but Keyes has a way of bringing controversial subjects to the fore within her books, which are also funny but yet heartwarming. It is because of this relatability with the characters within the book and its subject matter being so modern that I really enjoyed this novel. Grown-ups seem to be what the adults are playing. So the adults in the book are playing at grown-ups. And the only one who actually acts like a grown-up in the whole book is Jesse's 12-year-old daughter, Bridie. That's the only character that's like taking responsibility, being smart, being clever, saying, no, that's a hazard, that sort of thing. It's the daughter is the grown-up, and it's like the grown-ups have a lot of work to do to actually become a grown-up. And like I said, I do relate quite a lot to one of the characters, Kara, in the book. If you do end up reading this book, you'll figure out why I relate to the character. I don't want to tell you because it's a big part of the book, but you'll end up seeing why that's maybe a relation to my personal journey. But I will give trigger warnings. If you are sensitive to addiction subjects and things like that, then please don't read this book. If that's something that triggers you, or gaslighting or things like that, please don't read this book, because this book does have it does deal with addiction, and there is gaslighting and things like that. Also current political, well, not political, but social justice issues that are actually quite important in this book. I give this book, because I really, really loved it, and like I said, I'm biased, I give it a 4.9 out of 5 because there's always room for improvement. However, I really, really enjoyed this book, and I would highly recommend Marian King's book to anyone, because not only do they have funny moments, they have heartwarming moments, but they also deal with very specific subject matter that is relatable, and is serious as well, but it's serious in a consumable way, in which you can get the message from the book, and you can learn and grow as a person by reading them. Because I've learned a lot of things from her books as well. They all talk about serious subjects, but like I said, it's in a funny and heartwarming way. And normally by the end, you have a satisfying conclusion, which is a lot for me. I know that not everything ends on a happy ending. As long as, even if it doesn't end on a happy ending, if there's a satisfying conclusion, then I'm actually ecstatic about it. But I would probably recommend all Marian King's books. If you can get the audio version, you can listen to that. Marian King herself reads it, and I absolutely love her voice, the way she reads it as well. But caveat to that, she is Irish, and if you cannot understand an Irish accent, get the print version. Okay, so I am going to end this now. And again, if you like this, please hit the like button. And if you like me, hit the subscribe and share this with your friends. And I'll just say again, please, in this time that we're going in, stay safe, stay positive, and I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.